Coach, your exhibition opener, your only exhibition game this season, a 2-2 tie with Kentucky. Lots of new faces on this team, a lot of freshmen, a lot of transfers. Talk a little bit about the new guys tonight.
Well, first having, real quick, I want to thank University of Kentucky for coming up here and using one of their exhibitions against us, because it set us off on the right tone to see if we can compete at the Division I level. As far as our young guys were concerned, they did a great job. I thought they did better in the second half than they did in the first half. They were a little tentative, and even though we didn't score in the second half, I thought we played much better.
Cian McDonald, one of the returners for the Norse, played really well off the bench tonight, scored the second goal for the Norse. You can really tell he's quite improved over his freshman season.
It is. The biggest transition he's had to make is getting to play a little quicker, because he's very skillful. As you can see, there was a couple of plays he made out there that we need. He just has to be more assertive with himself when he gets out of these moves to come up and either get a good pass or a shot, and he found the net tonight.
We're here with Mohammad Salhieh and Cian McDonald. We'll start with you, Mohammad. You scored the first goal in NKU Division I men's soccer history, leveling it up at that time 1-1. Take us through it a little bit.
Ball got sent over across the box, the far post, about the left side, and I was about 15 yards away from the play. Well, both their center back and their right back committed to the ball in the air with Yao, Adai, and all three of them collided together, and that's when I made my run off instinct. Just like you have to be smart on the field and make a run behind. And I made that run behind, and they all fell down. The ball bounced perfectly, and I took it across my body with my left and just put it in far post. And I knew it was going in, honestly, once I hit it, just the way I hit it. And then once I looked up, the atmosphere just blew up. It was insane, loud, crazy. I think I ripped my shirt about 8 times, just pumped up, adrenaline. It just feels amazing to score the first goal in Division I history here at NKU. It's good to make a mark, I guess, for myself, but also to level it up with the UK. Once we're down, you can't count us out. It's just the way NKU tradition has always been.
Cian, shortly after Mohammad's goal, you actually put the Norse ahead for the first time in Division I history. Take us a little bit through your goal.
It was quite similar to Mo's goal, actually. It was around the right back area. I think it was Alex Weber on the ball. He gave a long ball in to Mo, actually. He made it difficult for the centre back, I feel. So I'll give him the assist, I guess. And hit off the defender's head, came to me, I took a touch. There wasn't much happening in the box, so I said it just hit. It was more instinct than anything else. And for me, it dipped into the goal.
Mohammad, two of you guys, both familiar faces from last year, but a lot of new faces, a lot of new guys on the team, only 4 returning starters. A lot of, obviously, your first game together as a team in actual competition. What did you think about the new guys?
Oh, the new guys are great. We bond so well as a team. We do things off the field and everything that we never have really done before, I can say, in my first 2 years. So we have great chemistry, and before the game, when we were warming up, you could tell the new guys had they were nervous, anxious, had these jitters, and me and Giggs kind of had to slow them up, and we stopped the stretch, and we had to tell them, you guys got to calm down, get everything out now. And the players who played, the new guys, stepped onto the field. Justin, Kevin, Danny, Caleb, Austin, the goalies, Fleek, Toby. Everyone came up and played their part. They did their role. So, they were not nervous at all. And credits to them and cheers to them.
Cian, Mohammad actually answered this a little bit earlier, but I will ask you. 1,206, the announced attendance tonight, which is an NKU soccer record. Just an electric crowd. How did it feel out on the field?
Yeah, it was amazing. Obviously, we were saying before, the crowd were always going to help us, and it's a bit of a cliche, but they were literally our 12th man today. The student section were amazing. You could actually hear them. Usually you don't take note of the crowd during the game, but you did today. You couldn't help but take note of them today, and it was a big, huge push. And obviously when Mo scored, it was amazing, and then when I scored, that's something I won't forget anytime soon.
Mohammad Salhieh last season was tied for the team lead in goals with 5, all coming off the bench. He did the same thing tonight. In fact, it was just a few minutes after you put him in the lineup. It must be nice to have somebody like that coming off the bench.
The thing that Mo always brings is energy. That's the one thing we love about him, is that he can come in and change the game, because late in the half people are getting tired, and he comes in there and he runs at you. That first goal was a great goal by him, but the freshman Yao came up there, created the mess in front of the net. The goalie didn't know what to do and beat him to the ball. So It was created by the two of them, but Mo does a great job coming off the bench.
AJ Fleek this time last year was kicking footballs a little bit north of us, and tonight made his debut in goal for the Norse. Made a couple of key saves down the stretch.
Well, it's funny about AJ. I recruited him 2 years ago, and he decided to go to UC and kick for the football team, which I was very upset about because he was the #1 goalie we had. And he's come in here this year and done a great job. He needs to lose a little bit of weight, but he's a force in the back to clean up some messes that we have.
A 2-2 tie with Kentucky. You hinted at this a little bit earlier, but it must be a pretty nice confidence booster for you guys to be able to compete with an elite program, an elite name at the Division I level in your very first Division I game.
It's as I told the kids after the game, you raise the bar, you put the bar up there. Now you're going to have to not fall backwards, and we're going to have our ups and downs. We're not geared for the physicality of the Division I game, and we can play with people one game. But can we play with them on a Friday, then a Sunday, and then on another Thursday? That's going to be the issue. And as we go through the next 4 years, we'll find the right players and get some depth, and we'll do a good job with it. They really competed hard tonight.
Official attendance tonight at the NKU Soccer Stadium, 1,206, which blew away the old record of around 780. Must have been great for you guys here out on the field to see such a very energetic and loud crowd.
Well, it was really neat because before the game, Johan Sedgren, the UK coach, was absolutely surprised to see this many people for an exhibition game. And we only have 5 this year, so it's neat for the kids to see this. I hope that everybody continues to support NKU athletics. We need the student body in this school to get the games and to create an atmosphere that people don't want to come in and compete against us.